What's going on, guys? Welcome back into the FantasyPros YouTube channel. We're back today with early 2019 top 10 rankings. I'm Mike Tagliere, and let's get into my list. At number 10, we have Julio Jones, the wide receiver for the Atlanta Falcons. He's now totaled at least 1,400 yards in each of his last 5 seasons, and has Calvin Ridley playing opposite him, which takes off some much needed pressure. He may not have 14 touchdown upside, but he's as safe as they come. At number 9, we have Michael Thomas, the wide receiver for the New Orleans Saints. It's possible that Thomas moves up this list depending on what the Saints do with Mark Ingram, because if they let him walk, it means a much higher ceiling for Thomas. In the 4 games without Ingram, he totaled 44 targets, 42 receptions, 445 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Stay tuned for more upside in 2019. At number 8 on the list, we have DeAndre Hopkins, wide receiver for the Houston Texans. The return of Will Fuller will certainly cap the upside of Hopkins, but he's now totaled over 2,900 yards and 24 touchdowns over the last 2 seasons. He has not seen less than 151 targets in each of his last 4 seasons, highlighting just how important he is to the team's success. At number 7, we have Christian McCaffrey, running back for the Carolina Panthers. I know there are some out there who are going to be pretty upset seeing him down at number 7, but we have to remember, we're not playing the 2018 season all over again. He may move up from this spot, may move down from this spot, just depending on what the Panthers do, as they vowed to bring in another running back to help take the load off McCaffrey, who totaled 326 of the Panthers' 390 running back touches in 2018, which is an ultra rare 84%. And that includes just a 5-touch game in Week 17. At number 6, we have Davante Adams, wide receiver for the Green Bay Packers. He didn't tally less than 16 PPR points in any one game this season, showing consistency that you can only dream of in today's game. Knowing that he did that while having one of the toughest schedules among all wide receivers, and that Aaron Rodgers had a career-low 4.2% touchdown rate, it means that we may not have even seen his true ceiling. Up at number 5, we have Melvin Gordon, the Los Angeles Chargers running back. He plays for a top 8 scoring offense behind a solid offensive line, and he's a true 3-down running back who doesn't need to come off the field. I mean, really, what's not to like? He's missing the number 1 running back upside because the Chargers refused to give him 20 carries in a game in 2018, but his consistency allowed him to finish as the number 8 running back in 2018 despite missing 4 full games. At number 4, we have Alvin Kamara, running back for the New Orleans Saints. The offseason changes to the Saints roster should help Kamara, as Mark Ingram is likely going to be playing elsewhere in 2019 as an unrestricted free agent. We got a glimpse of what that could look like with Kamara at the start of the season when he tallied 611 yards and 6 touchdowns in the 4 games without Ingram on the field. The upside is clearly there with Kamara. At number 3, we have Ezekiel Elliott, the running back for the Dallas Cowboys. Possibly the most underrated player on early lists, Elliott continually delivers high-end RB1 numbers when on the field. Since Amari Cooper came to the Cowboys, many were worried about his upside taking a hit, but Elliott was the number 2 running back from weeks 9 through 16 as he averaged 151 total yards per game while scoring 5 touchdowns in those 8 games. With how much he's used in the passing game now, he is a real threat to Gurley and Barkley for the number 1 spot in 2019. Up at number 2, we have Saquon Barkley, running back for the New York Giants. Despite playing behind a bad offensive line on a bad offense that ranked 16th in points per game with an immobile quarterback, Barkley overcame all the odds in his rookie year and finished as the RB1 due to the injury that took place to Todd Gurley at the end of the year. There were just 3 games all season where he tallied less than 100 total yards, and he never touched the ball fewer than 16 times. The offense could be the biggest concern for him in 2019, but as he showed in 2018, he can overcome quite a bit. And at number 1, we have Todd Gurley, running back for the Los Angeles Rams. Don't overthink this one, guys. He plays for a top 3 scoring offense with a top 10 quarterback, has a coach that understands how to utilize a running back's strength in the passing game. Over his 29 games with Sean McVay, Gurley averages 135.3 total yards and 1.4 touchdowns per game. He also just happens to be in the prime of his career. Thank you for tuning in to the early 2019 Top 10 rankings. Let us know in the comment section down below, who is your top 10? Who do I have too high? Who do I have too low? As always, thank you for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Also click the like button on the video. We will be doing more videos throughout the NFL offseason.